Farmers Insurance knows that there's a not-so-subtle difference between the sound of a car hitting your rear bumper and the sound of a clown car hitting your rear bumper.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Sorry about that. Here's a balloon animal. Add my information.
We call that a three-ring fender bender, and we covered it. At Farmers,
They know a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
click for more.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, we don't open with music.
Hi, I'm Zach Patrick. Take it over for James Pontillo. I like cocaine and women who say hi to me.
I love at the Grizzly Pear.
I'm a pirate.
He's a pirate now. Zach, you don't know that?
And Mike Terry's his first mate.
They took a ship back to Pittsburgh.
Didn't even need it. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
There was-
That's a whole thing of vodka? Or
It's straight vodka with Sprite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, James a degenerate.
Yeah, I'm a.
You should be on that show, The Degenerates. They're pretty crazy, those guys. Who's on that? Big J. Okerson, right? He did it?
He's funny.
You like him?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I think you have to say that because you do the Roast Masters thing.
No, it's over now.
No,
Is anybody not a fan of Big J. Ogerson?
No, I actually
like
no. He is funny.
Yeah, he's really
He's
good.
way funnier than the other people that were on that show.
Yeah,
Lewis and Rich Voss.
I was going to say about the Roast Masters thing, but I heard there's a rumor out there. Pontillo
true.
isn't welcome back
Where?
That's true.
at a specific at a movie titled
The movie titled Roast Battle.
Roast Battle show.
Yeah,
So you're not back at Project Comedy Mayhem, I guess. I guess you're banned from that too.
maybe. Well, that's up to Pat.
They listened to the first
Pat,
episode.
What side is Pat going to take? Is he going to take his loyal friend?
There actually is a bit about you at Project Comedy Mayhem.
Yeah, what is it?
It's talking about James Pontillo behind his back.
Yeah, well, it's better than the John Fox bit. They count his likes.
No, that bit's great. Both.
No, because you didn't show up. That's gonna be their the bit. If you don't, it's actually kind of funny. If you don't show up, you win. If you don't show up, you win. But then everyone gets to talk shit about behind your back.
Nice.
Yeah, they're gonna do big things with that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want you to be part of it.
Pat could run anything. Pat has sex with female comics.
He does.
That's his thing.
That John Fox photo is disgusting.
Oh my god. So gross.
Look at him.
Hey John, are you listening? You suck. And you're gross.
Comedy is not for everybody.
He just heard that, and he's staring at his window in Miami, looking at the palm trees, going, "Goddamn Wickes." I guess you're not gonna get spawned to peer pressure, Mike, anytime soon.
Oh man. I was so he was asking me about hey, did you get the invite for the for this thing I'm doing? And I didn't even check. I was just gonna lie and make him keep trying to make sure it's sent for as long as I possibly
and then he posted
could.
a status like, "Are you guys getting the peer pressure invites?"
He should be pressured by his peers to quit comedy.
Yeah. I started picking other events it invites to. Hey, is it this one?
For those of you who don't know,
is it the dry rub?
For those of you who don't know how bad John Fox is at comedy, I'm not saying he made Robin Williams kill himself, but Robin Williams did watch his tape right before he hung himself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Fox to John.
Yeah.
Foxy John.
Now he goes by Foxy John, Johnny Fox.
It's
all bad.
I'm going to say this right now. John Fox is a killer at the Comedian on the Loose Mics. Absolute. You would think he's funny.
He kills all the momentum.
Energy, yeah.
He kills the momentum.
Yeah.
Have you ever had John Fox on the platform?
No.
He came to 3 Pepper Jack shows, and I couldn't put him up on any of them.
Good.
He used to come to my show at Salzu. I always put him last when everyone was gone.
Yeah.
Like, we'd be, all right, thank you all for coming. Then once I was sure everyone left, I'd be, all right, go do 5.
Well, it's good to be here. And here's the thing with DJ.
I like when he bombs. He'll go like, ah. He'll like make that sound.
Well, certain people don't realize
That's actually one of his jokes.
Bombing, and
He doesn't. I think
doesn't.
when you do so bad for so long, if you do get a laugh or a chuckle, you'll think it's a great set. There are many other comedians who follow this philosophy. I can name, actually. Natalie Alker is another one who...
Who's Natalie Alker?
I know her.
Oh, she's like the hot
don't-
Lebanese girl?
I get how you feel, but don't compare Natalie to John Fox.
She's pretty bad, too.
She has a great credit
there's
being in
no-
Lev Fur 21.
Killed it!
You see Lev Fur handle hecklers? Oh my god. That's a great video when it's posted
I didn't
by
see
Lev
it.
Fur.
I didn't see it. What is it?
Yeah, he's a destroyer.
But I heard the guy wasn't even heckling. He was just talking.
The guy was probably talking, it's the end of the show, and but Lev Fur takes
Honestly,
advantage of it.
the guy was starstruck from seeing Lev Fur because he knows him from Lev Fur 21.
Can't wait for the sequel. Lev
His
Fur
name,
22.
he actually legally changed his name to 21-year-old comedian Lev Fur. It's on his birth certificate now. Don't you forget it. Listen, we make fun of everyone on this podcast. That's
Only when you're on.
oh,
Other
man.
episodes, no, we just don't make fun of.
Let's make fun of Farouk.
What do you guys usually talk about?
No, this is basically it. This is
Yeah.
yeah.
So Farouk's in Boston.
Well, you don't listen.
Farouk's gotten pretty funny.
No, Farouk's the best. I love Farouk.
Yeah.
That was my impression of Farouk.
You forgot to laugh afterwards. Farouk's the funniest man on the planet.
I think someday
he'll just say something. He'll say something, and he'll just laugh right directly in your face.
It's very funny.
I think I got to be honest. I think within a few years, Farouk's Pakistani John Lovitz joke is going to work.
It does. It kills. He's a killer.
It's okay.
I love the Papa Bronzo.
It's going to be great when Pauline Murphy starts reposting his Facebook
Oh,
status.
well, that's how you know you've made it.
yeah. She starts sharing
For
her
those of you
shit.
who don't know Pauline Murphy, she quit comedy to open her own culinary school called Pauline Cuisines. Everyone has to know this.
If I see like let's say Mike Racine, he's so funny, that guy. But I see a long post.
I've never seen him live.
I've seen him a few times.
Pauline's become a real feminist.
Oh yeah,
She now goes by Paulina Dunham.
Oh, man!
damn it.
Now I gotta top that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. You always challenge me.
If a Mike Racine or a Tim Dillon, they write like a long post, I see 8 comments in 20 minutes. I know one of them is Pauline.
Well, the funniest thing ever was it was national. First of all, it was National Podcast. I didn't even know that was a thing. And Pauline retweets. Shout out to my favorite podcast, a national podcast. And one of them is the Gooncast. So I asked Joe back. I said, "Pauline Murphy favorite in the Gooncast?" He's like, "No, why?" And then I showed him. He's like, "Oh, that's weird. I don't know why." I don't know why
She was on it.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she did an episode. I listened.
Was she?
Yeah, I listen to Gooncast every
But
week.
that's how forgettable she is. That Joe
Yeah.
Mack doesn't remember.
Yeah.
By the way, we're direct competitors with the Gooncast.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the goon cast. Too many goons.
I did it with Chris Crestford, but it ended up just being the hand jobs podcast.
Oh no, I know. I listened.
Yeah, Crespo.
Well, because you and Anaruma had tension
We
because
buried it, yeah.
Yeah, and
then Chris talked about hand jobs first.
well, I wanted to listen to you guys get into it a little bit, but the first
we're
hour,
we're both passive.
the
so-
first hour is Crespo going on and on about that show.
For those who don't know hand jobs, it's a guy with no hands who does jobs at a person with hands.
You know what?
Yeah.
I always Google it. I always find something else to watch.
They're having a rap party next month. They're for season 1. They're having a rap party at the Creek where it all started.
The beef between James and Joanna Ruma is really funny because the whole thing is predicated on apparently Joe Anaruma, who does not write jokes,
that is his shtick in comedy.
wrote a joke, I guess,
It was not
that
good.
James, who does write jokes, stole
There's evidence of this
and
everywhere.
gave to John Fox, who does not know how to tell jokes.
It was a real. It was a real Joe Harambe moment.
It's like 2 criminals stealing handcuffs from a cop and
Yeah.
arresting the wrong person. How would that happen?
And
the cop.
and the funniest thing is this happened 2 years ago, and Joe's been mad about it ever since.
No, I know he's brought it up.
It's so bizarre.
He's a nice guy. He's funny.
He's not that nice.
You
Actually.
guys don't get along.
No, well now we're fine.
He's like, no more shout outs to James Pontillo.
But anyway, so the episode was supposed to be us feuding and getting that out of the way, and ended up just being Crespo talking about
That's
hand
why
jobs.
I listened to the show, and then you got the other guy, the kid
Mike Lavin.
Him, he
Yeah.
doesn't stop talking.
Well, he's not a comic.
Yeah, he's just director of Life for 21.
Oh, right. That was his.
Writer.
But to be fair to Mike, he gets paid
curious,
for it. Like
yeah,
he'll do
I'm
stuff with
very-
Brad Stoll. No, he just gets paid.
I'm
So
very
he'll just do-
curious
he'll
how
just do
much
it
he gets paid for these things.
Good. Brad Stoll gave him.
It'd be great if like he was he
paid
had this
for
like
his-
penthouse apartment based on all these shitty comedy documentaries.
Well, he shot Brad Stoll thing in Florida.
You know
Brad
what-
flew him out, so
Yeah.
Brad's got some money.
You don't know Mike Lavin's slogan? You have a dream, I have a camera.
Oh, beautiful.
It's good.
Yeah, he's quite the entrepreneur.
They're doing a spinoff of John Fox Quit.
It's him just going with the mics and kind of signing his name.
John Fox, 21 beers.
After 21 beers, that's it.
The funniest thing was at Mia Faye's Hammond's house party once. John Fox was there, and he was being I forget what they call it, a retard, and so he leaves, and the next day he texts me. He's like, "Hey, I left without saying goodbye. You think anyone noticed?" And I text back, "I don't think anyone noticed you were there."
That's not true.
And he wrote back, so no one noticed.
There was a champagne shower and a confetti celebration.
Yeah, Fox.
But yeah, Judge, it's fitting his last name is Fox because he fucking sucks.
Foxing sucks.
Fox and Friends.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a heavy liberal, though, John Fox. You know that?
I don't
Is
think
he?
I don't think he knows what politics is.
I know he was a liberal.
Well, he's very supportive of he is very supportive of women who book him.
So no woman.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
But I like how no matter how fat John Fox gets, he'll wear the same size shirts.
Yeah.
Get the picture up. I gotta see it.
It's so bad. I can't look at it
I
again.
gotta see this picture. What is he doing?
Oh
Jesus,
my
that's
God.
the worst body of all time.
This is what happens when no one,
John, shave your chest.
this is what happens when no one tells you suck. You just
It's like-
stuff like that.
Well, he got into a huge fight at the Irish Haven. His
With
friends got into a huge fight with Mercer Morrison.
Yeah.
And that's not a
Farouk-
guy you want to fuck with. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Farouk, Pat, and
Why would
Nick.
Farouk fight with anyone? He's so nice.
Because they kept John Fox took the stage at Irish Haven. You guys done the Irish Haven show?
Oh yeah, that's a hard show to get on.
That's
yeah.
the comedy cell of Bay Ridge.
Yep.
And and John Fox, he's like the Bobby Kelly of that show. So John Fox it's a big it's the anniversary show. And John Fox goes up and he's doing his act.
MTV was there, right? They were shooting it.
A big opportunity for John Fox.
His act.
He's doing his act. He's fucking doing his fucking crisp 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's tight too. It's tight
John
one.
Fox does
Hey, it's
not have a
type 2
type
diabetes.
in the middle of his act, Nick Cara, known for comedic timing, starts chanting John Fox, John Fox.
Which is stupid, no matter who's on stage.
But everyone starts.
It's pretty funny with John Fox.
Yeah.
honestly.
Everyone starts chanting John Fox. John Fox, who, to his defense, never has an audience reaction.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know how to handle this situation. So he's just kind of like, okay, can I continue doing my crisp 2 minutes? So
by this point, they were 6 minutes in. So we don't know what else.
actually, it
he
was
doing.
the longest set of his career.
He was overwhelmed by people putting their phones away.
So everything he would say afterwards, he would get like an applause break. So
as a joke.
as a
He
joke,
didn't realize that,
no,
I'm
he thought he
sure.
was George Carlin. So all of a
Curious
sudden,
George Carlin.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So-
you give me a word, I'll fucking
but
add something.
but Fox is with these goons, these guys, his
Really?
friends.
Fox hangs out with
He's
bad
like,
guys?
yeah, like these Bay Ridge, goons,
Interesting.
and they start catching on. Fox doesn't catch on, but the goons start catching on, and they're like starting to curse out
Farouk.
Mercer Morrison, Farouk, and Cara. They're like, no, fuck that. We know how it feels to pick on John Fox because we've all picked
Yeah.
on John Fox.
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of them turns around and goes, this is the best part. One of them turns around and goes, let me tell you something. You know what? John Fox tomorrow is on a flight to Los Angeles. And you know what he's doing? Comedy. What are you doing tomorrow? And they just like
saving money.
Let me pee quick, but I want to hear the end of this.
No, that was Then they almost got into a fight with Pally. It was a whole thing.
Yeah. I'm really surprised by that because, like, I'm actually friends with one of John Fox's friends from growing up.
Yeah.
And we just shit on him constantly.
I guess it's okay with him.
Yeah.
One kid, I guess, was fine. And then we went. I remember going there because we had a show that night, and I remember going there, and Fox was all fucked up. He was just drunk as shit. But he always usually holds his liquor pretty well.
No, he doesn't. Not at all. No.
For a guy who drinks a lot, I never noticed.
We booked him on
yeah.
We put him on Comic Jones.
Yeah, you just assume he's so retarded to begin with.
Have you ever roast battled John?
Twice. And yeah, first time he did all right. We got fight of the night. Given he didn't write most of his jokes, but whatever.
Who writes his
Second time,
jokes?
who do you think? Fucking Pontillo does.
Yeah, I got that chain email too.
Yeah. Second time, he bombed horribly. And after the first time, sometimes he'll be happy when people make fun of him. They'll be like, yeah, they totally nailed it. I had some jokes that you just saw the joy sap from his face.
What's the one that got to
This
him?
was my favorite one I've ever written because, everyone makes jokes about him and his sister. And
Yeah.
So, like, I go, if John Fox was on death row, his last meal request would be to eat crayons out of his sister's pussy.
The funny thing is, he wasn't even going to LA to do comedy. His sister moved in there, and he just went, and I got him on some shows.
His sister moved to Los
For
Angeles?
school, yeah.
Oh.
Now, how hot is his sister?
She's not that hot. Dan, can you testify?
She's not crazy hot. We just
She's,
fun.
but compared to him, it's
Yeah,
like,
compared
wow,
to
that's
him,
a real
yeah.
that's a woman. But he's so funny. He's like, yeah, if you and Dan ever come out to LA, you could totally crash on my sister's floor. I'm like,
Really?
I'm like, we'll be sleeping in her bed, bitch.
That's right.
so weird to invite someone like,
We're
hey,
fucking your sister, John.
Yeah, I'm having.
but that's
Hey,
so
John, who does this sound like?
that's like such a weird thing. Like, hey, don't worry, you can crash on my floor. Like, it's such a weird. It's like in my couch. not
Yeah,
my floor.
hi. John told us we could crash on your floor.
I do see you have an open couch, but he didn't. He didn't mention that.
Fucking lunatic. Yeah. So I hear you write his jokes, though. Is that true?
I've given him some of his best jokes, and it is hysterical because he.
Okay, Matt Mara, come out.
No, but it's hysterical because like he acts like he wrote the joke, like no one could see this, but one time he delivered a joke that I gave him and it killed, and he goes like that. And just the way he handed the mic back.
He
I'm like,
just,
didn't he tweet
And then-
about one of the jokes I wrote him? And he's like,
Yeah,
you got to give
like-
credit to where credit's due.
Yeah, because the joke bombed.
This is how bad John Fox is. I wrote him a very good joke when he faced down,
Yeah.
and it bombed because he's so bad. And someone had to say, "Wait, that's actually a good
Yeah.
joke," and then people started laughing. That's
Yeah.
that's how bad John is.
who said, wait,
It was Maddie.
Maddie's like,
Yeah.
wait, that's actually funny. Like people had
Yeah.
to think of it because every joke he had was so
Yeah,
bad.
too. Like Maddie will always call him out for having a writer. He'll like, why does she have to do that?
Well, she mentioned it was
like,
me.
Like people didn't know.
I gave him a joke against Kara.
Wow, I guess John is a really good writer. Who knew?
You know what? Not much
It's
of a
weird that
stand-up.
it's weird that he always has two jokes that kill. Fucking- But
It's like your friend who lies,
but then,
who plays like Little League. It's like I always I hit 2 home runs, but I struck out twice too. You know, like
so then Mad comments, yeah, you got to give him credit when it's due, and then John retweets the joke because the joke made it for one of the jokes of the night.
Yeah.
No,
John-
Matt didn't comment that. John wrote that comment.
No, but John said it. You got to give him credit
Yeah.
where credit's due, and then John comments, yeah, give credit where credit's due, and then what did you? Oh, you didn't comment.
No, I didn't.
but you want
I wanted to comment like, yeah, James Pontillo, great joke.
Yeah,
this is on Twitter?
yeah.
Yeah.
How many fucking Twitter followers is
Well,
John
it's the
Fo-
Fight Club page.
Oh, okay.
There are very few comedians who I didn't follow back when they followed me on Twitter.
But John is an anomaly wrapped in a retarded hairy person.
He's very he's gross.
You ever
Oh,
get trapped in a
God.
conversation with him when he talks about fantasy
Yeah,
sports?
that's
the
what
fantasy
I-
sports. I tell him I say I don't do fantasy sports. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's time to talk about it.
Yeah, you guys ever do an escape room?
Yeah, when John's on stage.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, he's quite the character. He loves the Fight Club too.
Oh,
he loves it. When Jerry was the champ, every day I would see Fox quite often because we were doing the same mics, and every time I would see him, he would come up to me. He's like, "Fucking Jerry." And he's like, when he goes up against someone really good, he's gonna lose the belt.
John Fox loves Fight Club as much as Fazzo loves Cumtown. It's fucking
Fazal likes come
That was a
down.
little inside baseball, right?
Yeah.
I think everyone got it.
Yeah, Fazal used to listen to this podcast.
I know. Then he picked up on Comptown.
Fucking those, they always still want to listen to those little guys.
Yeah.
I want to declare war
see,
against
let's-
Come Down. I want to destroy our careers.
Yeah, but you know what the interesting thing about comedy is that 90% of comics are bad, so it's funny to make fun of them.
Even the like the working
Even the ones that
comics.
could are bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Like
bad.
Ali Wong is pretty bad,
I
right?
don't know who that is.
That's,
You know what, Ali
that's
Wong?
the fat
Pregnant.
Asian one, right?
Fat. She's pregnant.
You know
She's the fat Asian girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very.
She's not fat.
Yeah, she's fat.
No, she's pregnant.
With a fat baby.
She was really fat during that special. Fat Asian girl.
You don't give women specials.
I'd love for her to do 15 specials and get pregnant for everyone.
That'd be bananas.
She's the pregnant comic.
The Chinese would be so pissed off about that.
There's all daughters.
They really screwed him.
Well, John Fox got pregnant recently.
Good for him. What is it? What is he having?
I don't know.
Having a funny kid.
Can you imagine he has a son? He's like the funniest comic
he's
ever.
Yeah.
Constantly shitting on John Fox.
Yeah. Oh, man. You know, it's ironic his last name is Fox because he sucks. I don't know. I gotta stop. That's
Said
like
that
the
earlier.
same. Yeah, I know.
It's not ironic that his name is Fox because I want to shoot him with a rifle.
Shot in the ass.
He is the type of guy who got shot in the ass. It's like, yeah, I got shot once. He can't make anything interesting.
No.
No, but he's almost to the
How?
point where he's so bad that it's funny. Like he's almost.
You know
we're
what?
No, he's
laughing
not.
at his expense.
No, there are people like that who are funny even when they're bombing. Like like Bobby is somebody because he's
Yeah.
so like perky and upbeat.
Yeah.
So
Bobby
when
Sheehan.
when he is smiling as his jokes are not working, it's
Yeah.
still really funny. John is just annoying.
Right.
You know, like John, no matter how many times he bombs, whenever he does bomb, he goes like, "Oh fuck, that didn't work. What do I go to next?" Like you can tell he's thinking. He's like
That's every time
like
he's on
Freddie
stage.
G. He's like he's like an unsuccessful
Yeah.
Freddie G. I think that's called a Freddie G.
He's like Freddie G with I guess double autism.
Dude, the funniest Freddie G story happened actually Thursday. So you know how we were in the green room before roast battle? So we're there. Freddie G comes in eating a sandwich because why not at New York Comedy Club, and I'm really high at that point. I've been smoking. I'm relaxed. So Nico's sitting there and Freddie's there, and I say, you know, it'd be funny. It wasn't that funny, but I said if you guys started a buddy cop movie together, because they're
You know
so
what?
different.
That would be fucking like that's
2
like
days
the
Freddie
later,
G and
let me
Nico?
finish.
Yeah.
2 days later, aka this morning, Freddie messaged me, "Hey, were you serious about that idea? I really like it. Here, I just emailed you a Google Doc about some ideas for it." I'm like, "Oh, I was really high when I said that." But I had to play it off. I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Let's do it." And he's like, "Yeah, but can you give me more lines?" That's when
You know what?
He wants
Wait,
more
he
lines
wrote
than
the script and
no, he wrote like the outline for it. He actually wants
God.
to do, and he
Well-
actually wrote an outline for an idea that I just
if he wants to do it, I have just the guy, Mike Lavin.
yeah.
He would
Yeah.
I
do
don't
it.
know him.
Well, to be fair to Mike, he takes money from. It makes sense that he takes money from comics who suck, who want stuff out more.
Oh, Crespo doesn't suck.
Yeah, all right, fine.
Who's Mike? Who's this? Mike Lavin? Oh, okay.
Because he photographs.
Oh, you mean to
video.
do the? No, I know who you mean.
He
Never mind.
he does like
yeah.
a lot of
to make
pretentious
the.
comedy.
Yeah, I
He's
know
the
what you mean,
brains
yeah.
behind.
Left for 21.
Yeah,
Live for 21.
Right. My bad, I misheard you.
I mean, come on. Left for 21.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like,
true.
let's-
that's my bad. That's our generation's Coppola.
Right. I mean, Left for 21. Think of.
I'm yet to meet a comic who has said a positive thing about Love for 21. And I interviewed Lev first.
Lev,
and he's like,
to be,
no, it's
yeah,
not bad.
Lev knows. Lev is aware
Oh, he
about
knows,
this.
yeah.
He got brought on podcasts and got shit on, and he knows that he got he got shat on to his face.
I give,
This
him
isn't
I give him
like,
credit. It does take balls to do that, though. Like, just
yeah.
make a documentary about your open mic career. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whose idea was it?
I think it was his.
I think
Definitely
the
his
worst part is
idea.
he shot it in black and white.
that's
what
I
they're-
think that was the best part.
By
of
the,
it.
yeah,
And credit to him too. It's been so long. It's like 6 months ago now. We're still talking about
12
it.
months, right? I
Oh, is he
remember-
almost 22? The new one's coming out. The new one's coming out.
No, we watched it last New Year's. We were watching.
Holy
it.
shit.
It's been a long time.
Yay!
We watched it at Davidson.
Oh man, I was so upset. I would have to wait many more months for Left 4 22.
Yeah.
And who was the cast around
This,
Left for 21?
I mean, we had Natalie Alker, comedic genius.
Yeah, and Ronnie Lordai.
Ronnie Lordai,
Right,
or
okay.
Lordai, doesn't matter.
Yeah, this resembles the Goodfellas cast. Go on.
Tristan Rega, who I actually like.
I like
but
him. Yeah, I like all those people.
This podcast
That's
is
it.
actually brought to you by Left 4 22. Even getting paid to
I heard
say
it's
all these nice
complicated.
things.
Left 4 21 finished first at the Douchebag Film Festival.
Yeah.
What an asshole!
Right
prize.
in front of Hand Jobs the movie. Hand Jobs the movie, just every hand job's put together.
It's like Jackass the movie.
No, what's great about Hand Jobs is it's about to be recasted by Matt Maron with Eli Sayers. And
I've
everyone.
only seen one episode, and it's.
I like it.
I've only seen one episode. So it doesn't become redundant that every episode he just does another job he's not qualified to do. First of all, why does he keep getting fired from all these jobs? Every episode should end with him getting fired.
Every episode should end with him growing hands.
That'll be the plot twist of Hand Jobs the movie.
And then he saws them back off again.
Right. He gets giant, ludicrous like hands and Get Back. You know.
No. At the end, we find out that Crespo is just a figment of Maron's imagination to make him look normal.
That would be amazing. They should do that.
It's like a figment. Like Chris is a made up.
Then they'll be really ripping off Fight Club.
Like Matt said, all his concussions, so Crespo's just a creation, and like he's talking. And who is he talking to? I don't know. He says he has a friend with no arms.
And he's like, oh man, Matt is such a bad
fucking
barista.
great.
Matt is so bad at flying helicopters. Matt is so bad.
Right now, zombies.
No.
Wait, hold on. Right now, zombies viciously mocking Crespo.
Either that or he's trying to crack his neck.
What are you doing?
Well, you're not doing a good crest stroke because you have elbows.
Watch the computer zombie, please. That won't be good.
Or no, maybe Matt's the one with no hands. You find out at the end.
Yeah.
Crespo he made up to make him feel better.
That's why Matt's always wearing sleeveless shirts.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Listen, the idea is if
Wow.
we had 3 hours of time, the idea is we could come up with
It's very funny how Matt is very committed to making fun of Crespo at all times. He's just showing off his arms.
Yeah.
Very funny.
I did like your impression of Crespo, John. It was very good.
Noah does a good. Pat Haggerty does a good Crespo.
Really? What does he
Yeah,
do?
he does the whole thing. It's pretty funny.
He holds
Cuts
him
his
down
arm.
and fucks him in the ass.
He fucks a lot of female comics.
He's had sex with Chris Crespo.
Well, Pat
Yes.
Haggerty had a Netflix special, but they pulled it, right? They got rid of it.
Yeah, they pulled it. Yeah.
They got rid of it. It was an hour special, and they got rid. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. Nothing.
They said, Patrick, you fucked too many female comics. We can't put this out.
Actually, Jerry had a
No, you guys haven't fucked any female comics, right?
No, none.
James, your thoughts?
I think he's right. Let me tell you something, man. This is what I always say. Comedy is a lot like Monopoly. That's what I always say.
the game never ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's got to be rough because
And the money you get is fake. It's not real money.
You're seeing people quite often, and it's like, and
I want to see people do better, and I don't usually. They're usually just as bad. But every now and then there is a comic who's like, wow, that comic's a lot better than 3 months ago.
that's always nice.
But, but enough about Davidson Bob. That was a compliment, by the way. That was
He's also very attractive.
he is a little too attractive for comedy.
Way too attractive.
Got to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
fat, something. Do something.
I remember when we all started, me, Rob, and him started together, and we were like maybe 2 weeks into
He's
comedy.
what, 3 years in, Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the same time. And we were doing the experimental comedy gallery.
Yeah.
Remember that place?
Before
Yeah,
the
remember.
rape.
And Before the rape.
It actually was after the rape. You
yeah.
just didn't know.
Right, exactly. And one of the mics, some like random girl comes in the
And Mo Faltabub raped her.
and yes, but
He accidentally raped Davidson, not knowing.
but it annoyed me so much. Davidson was on stage. He didn't have a good set at all. He gets off stage. The girl's like asking for his number and shit.
Yeah, well,
I'm
he's
like,
good looking. I don't
oh
think
my
they
God.
care. Yeah, he's good looking.
I'm like, this guy sucks. Come on, where's my number?
Is that the problem? Did just hot dudes start doing comedy and now we don't get laid?
Yes, exactly, exactly. Dan Wicks.
Yeah.
But he's funny now. He's
not bad. He's funny. Yeah.
He's very tall though.
We didn't. We didn't really focus on that enough. Why aren't we getting laid?
Because we're not Pat Haggerty, Dan.
I mean, Pat is.
I mean, I think that's a fair trade-off to not get laid and not have to be Pat Haggerty. Greg is so uncomfortable.
You don't pass my ball.
I loved it. He just emailed into the
Now
show.
I'm gonna have Pat on again. Sorry, Will. Still, this one won't answer for another 3 weeks.
Just to come out
Pat,
there.
if it's any consolation, you've seen what I say about somebody who I think really sucks. Rewind, re-listen to the John Fox stuff. You're fine.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That'll make him feel a whole lot better, considering he has a bit about John Fox on his show. How many likes does John Fox get?
Yeah.
He knows John Fox sucks. That's the point of the bit.
Yes.
That's the point.
Oh yes.
Can you just imagine one day John Fox does decide to listen to this? I mean, it's all about him sucking.
You know,
It's not even like we could cover it up. Like, no, we're joking.
All right, because John Fox is very attentive to people saying he sucks. He really processes it.
does anyone ever tell him?
Yeah, he
I'm
gets made
sure.
fun of, but he's been doing comedy
His
6
friends,
years.
even before he started comedy, they were like, "Why are you doing this? You're not funny."
They weren't actually his friends. They were just people he was pitching jokes to.
They actually peer pressured him into doing it.
No, he's 6 years in. He's double the
Six-
time I've been doing it.
6 years. What's 6 years ago? 2012?
6 years? No. But
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up
Is he
for,
one of
he's
those
up for
guys
free
that
agency
would-
next year.
Is he one of those guys that was like after school I was doing like comedy?
I don't know. I've heard 6 years a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He was around when I started 3 years ago.
Hey, I think he's 24, so he probably started in college.
He's 20. No, he's not. He's
His
got
first
older.
joke was raping that woman.
He's like 20. He's like 24,
He hasn't been
25.
funny since.
Yeah.
His first joke is I'll
'Cause
be
I know, I got like just through the mutual friends. I know he's that old.
Jesus.
You know what the thing? You know what the problem is? Once every like 6 months, he'll do a joke that's okay, and I think that keeps him going. I think we need, even if he
No,
does do an
well-
okay joke, we have to keep him down.
Tell him
I
the
don't
joke's
think I've
done.
seen-
Yeah.
I don't think
He's the
I've
next
seen-
Mike Bichetti.
What?
He's the next.
No, Mateo's the next Bichetti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mateo.
Mateo has.
Mateo's genuinely funny. I think
Yeah.
he is.
Mateo's a lot funnier than
Yeah,
John
he's
Fox.
fine. John Fox.
Mateo could make me laugh.
Yeah.
John cannot.
Hufflepuff on my dick.
Yeah.
John Fox doesn't write stuff like
No,
that.
he doesn't write genius.
He's like, oh, I do DJ jokes. Yes.
We were talking about how
John Fox's I read Barstool that morning and I reworded it into my jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could think of a quick mock John Fox bit. Give me like a 10 seconds.
I got
I'll
you.
think of something.
You know, it's funny.
Hey, so you ever notice how women are annoying and
They're really annoying. And who's your favorite female comedian? Go.
Oh, around the scene today, or
No, anyone. Just anyone.
Hannah
Sal
Boone.
Col-
Hannah Boone's funny.
Sal Caldonado?
Dan, you did that before Pat. You can't just keep saying male comics or female
It
comics.
made more sense with Sal Caldonado.
Yeah, I improved it.
Hannah Boone is funny. Yeah,
She is funny.
She's
She's-
funny. Yeah.
She's very
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
She's herpes.
Yeah, she's very tall and very female, although not as female as Sal.
Yeah.
Zombie, who is your favorite female comedian?
Oh, Hannah's on my favorite.
Way to put me on the spot right after coming back from the bathroom.
Oh, Caitlin Blue was my favorite.
Oh, well, you already jerked
Favorite,
off, so.
That's why I was in there. That's why I haven't heard. That's why I haven't heard of me this entire episode. I was in
Go
the
on.
bathroom. Let's see. Favorite female comic. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yoshiko Watson.
Yeah, let's just go with that. It's just-
You like Yoshiko Watson?
she's all right. And
You would
I
never.
can't, what could have made you think it would be the Japanese girl? I just
yeah. Like what Dan, what Dan said. It's like what in my apartment could possibly make you think that I would think
man.
a Japanese, like a half Japanese female comedian was really funny. What around here
Wow.
would possibly make anybody think that? You know,
For those of you who can't see, it's all the sex dolls. It's all sex dolls.
It's a very it's my kitchen. It's very we're recording in my kitchen, which is very cramped because there's just too many sex dolls lying around here.
Well,
I don't like how you refer to Greg and Rob as sex dolls.
very disrespectful to the host of the show. No, hang on. But Zombie, you were never into Pauline or anything like that. He's one of the rare guys out here who, John.
So you have a good taste.
John's a great guy, but he's you're around the comedy scene, but he was never one of these guys who used to follow around Pauline. And there's several of those.
I mean, I certainly never followed around Pauline to the level of Johnny Caps.
Right.
He practically wore her pussy as a hat.
Wait.
And actually, he wrote a book about Pauline, and it's about zombies.
Zombie never really followed around Pauline.
No, I didn't really follow her around, but
Good for you. We did rape her though once.
it was the one time. It was the one time.
Hey, it's not rape if she does it to you.
That's right. Don't worry about Zombie.
But
Zombie gonna edit that part out.
Yeah, so as we all know, this is the big news in comedy. I did block Pauline because I didn't want to see her. But Dan told me today you could actually just unfollow someone. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so that would have
I'm glad you outed yourself on this. James was amazed that there's an unfollow feature on Facebook.
You didn't know that.
That would have saved all the fucking everything. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, you didn't have to do the whole thing. You could just unfollow.
But you know what? She needs to learn.
I agree with you.
And I bet now she's rethinking, what am I doing?
By the way,
wrong?
every Staten Island comedian found it hilarious.
Yeah, Jerry messaged me. He said that's great.
Yeah.
You killed John Kirshner.
This is the only room that you wouldn't get roasted to hell for not understanding that you could remove somebody from your news feed.
Now, Dan didn't think I roasted Kirshner well when I did the comment, but Jerry said I did.
What was the comment?
So, all right. So, John Kirshner on Facebook comments, he gives me shit a lot.
Now, you guys got to watch out about John Kirshner. He does run the Fifth Barrel Comedy Festival.
He does, yeah.
Does he shit on other people or no? John
Kirshner?
Yeah.
Not well.
Not well.
Yeah, no, but has he tried to shit on
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a fucking jock.
Yeah.
He's like every bad high school quarterback in the 80s
Yeah.
movie. Like he's that type
So he
of.
does the,
He's like-
so Jerry Martinez makes the status, copying off me, but it's fine. He does a comment, James Pontillo more lames Pontillo. And I always do jokes like that about Pat,
That's
more
right,
like a fat dick faggot, funny.
Right.
Whatever, who cares?
Giving you a taste of your own medicine.
So people were commenting, and then John Kirshner is the theme with him. He says James Pontillo more like his cousin's funnier than my cousin's
Joe
headliner,
Pontillo.
but he's been doing it 14 years,
Right.
3 years in. I'm sure that by the time I'm at his level,
Of course,
it doesn't matter. I'm not.
We all-
confident.
we've
Also
all-
very handsome.
Yeah, we've all seen Joe Pontillo's act.
Have you really? I've only seen it at the Don't Need a Dark show.
At your show, I saw Joe Pontillo.
He's fine. He's
Yeah,
been doing the
he's
same
fine.
jokes for a while. I don't know what that means.
Listen,
he's probably
na-
tired.
He's national headliner Joe Pontillo.
Yeah. So
He's also very smart.
yes, so we're not alike in many ways. But Kirsch will always comment mean things about me,
Right.
And I don't know him well. I've run into him a couple of times. We did the slant together.
Right.
So I comment, and Dan helped me punch this joke up.
Yeah,
And I
did.
tagged it so he would be sure to see it. John Kirshner has a tattoo of Yankee Stadium because the closest he ever got to a fan base. And that did
funny.
well.
Yeah, that's good.
That did well. And then what did he comment? He commented something stupid.
Commented
I also have a
something-
tattoo of something else. Oh, I have a tribe tattoo. It was something
But he
dumb.
said something about you.
He said it made me, which made I was cool in the 90s. Were you cool in the 90s, James?
He tried, but
But then you hit him with, I was like 7 years old.
yeah.
And he said that means you weren't cool, bro.
And that was it. But here's the thing: I never respond back when so this is the first time I really hit him.
Here's the thing with Kirshner.
'Cause I don't like to hit
Is that
people,
first
you know?
off, you gotta hit him because if you hit him enough, he's gonna wind up loving you.
Oh, by the way, I got 6 likes on my comment. He got 1 on his.
Right.
So
Well, there you go.
won.
Did I like it?
That's how you measure things.
I won this.
Suck it, Kirsch.
Now you realize you can unfollow Kirshner.
I won. Yeah,
you don't have to block him.
I won the scruffle. No, I wanted to block Pauline because I want her.
When we first met Kirshner, he hated me in row.
Real well,
Yeah,
maybe
when-
he'll like me more
yeah,
now.
yes.
He hasn't commented since. He hasn't made fun of me.
Yeah, because now you hit him, and now because he's a big fraidy guy. He's a
Because
typical.
you said that. You said you have to hit him once.
Yeah, and then he'll just not because he's like an idiot.
He's like the opposite of Jerry. Jerry will go harder. If you
No,
hit him.
Jerry, if you hit him
You
once,
don't
he's
hit him.
fucking right. He has a million jokes about
I
you
don't know
now.
if you noticed, but Jerry Martinez has been in 100 fights. 100 fights.
No, Jerry, yeah, he'll fucking come back at you.
Yeah.
Kirshner, no. Kirshner's like, he's a fucking baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Pauline's another one. She has this tough person persona, but she acts wimpy. Like she doesn't. Yeah.
No.
Well, like how she wore the.
Well, she's not picking fights.
No, but she'll like act. You know, the way she dresses. You think she's
The only time she ever picks fights is when she asks a guy to be her boyfriend.
Here's how we're doing
You
this.
should
There's
on
five
Pauline
of
the
us.
hardest out of everybody.
I feel like I do.
Everyone,
I think she got upset
She
at one
does
one
not
joke.
like Rob at all.
I don't. Well, really?
I feel like she doesn't.
She's probably attracted to me. That's all.
Like she like tolerates me. Like I don't think she's a huge fan of me and Rob.
Well, have you guys ever hit her?
No.
Oh, that's probably why she doesn't like you.
That's not true. I
do get along.
I've hung out with her. She's we're very cool.
I mean, listen, she's different.
I
She's
think-
got that fancy.
I think there was one joke at the roast she didn't like was when I brought up Michelle Conrad and I said that Michelle has 3 kids and her pussy is so beat up you would think it dated Ray Vasquez, right? And I don't think she liked that joke.
No, I don't.
I liked. You know what? I like the Terrible Tim Michelle Conrad song.
Oh, very good.
Michelle Conrad.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's funny.
Terrible Tim is a huge
Listen,
fan of
I'm
this
surprised he's
podcast.
not a comic. He's funny, Terrible Tim.
He's a comic.
Who doesn't love
He's
Tim?
Oh, he's not? I thought you said
He's
he
a
was.
comedian.
He's a comedian.
What's
Why
up,
does he do
Terrible
stand-up
Tim?
here?
Do you know who Terrible Tim is?
I've
conspiracy
just seen. I just saw him do the song at Pepper Jack's.
The Michelle Conrad song. No, it wasn't at Pepper. It was at Killmeyer's.
He's been everywhere.
Nah, he did. He also did it at Pepper
Yeah,
Jack's.
he's been everywhere. No, Tim's cool. I love Tim.
Jay Miller doesn't like him.
Yeah, well,
Well, we did the roast of Terrible Tim. Jay Miller and him almost got into it.
yeah.
I think if Terrible Tim would have pursued it, they would have gotten into a fight because Jay Miller looked like he wanted to fight.
Yeah, that's weird though.
Right.
You know, like why would you want to physically?
I thought Jay was fine when he did. He was mocking it.
I loved
That's-
it.
Yeah, no, I know, I like.
Terrible
You know what's
Tim
my
was on.
problem with Terrible Tim? No self-esteem. Why not?
That's the issue with him.
Yeah, why not Terrific Tim?
We've been trying to get him
How
help
much
for
Tito's
years.
is in here?
What?
We're tr-
Oh, nice.
We're trying to get him help for years, and I think we solved it.
Remember I did the Killmonger? I did that great joke about Terrible Tim. I said, Terrible Tim, you know, haircuts are a conspiracy. I stumbled over that, but that's a great joke.
I love when
He doesn't like me. He didn't like me.
No, he likes you.
Well,
No,
on
he
the
does
roast-
like you.
Well, I
Does
did the
like you.
roast, and it's weird because everyone knew everyone. They were all doing jokes about the days, and
Yeah.
I just did straight roast jokes,
Yeah.
like at Fight Club.
Yeah.
And Terrible Tim's like, I don't know this guy. Who is this guy? Like he thought me being there was a conspiracy.
fucking
man.
hilarious.
He's a joke
like,
maker.
I don't know you. And the jokes were doing good, but he kept stepping on.
There
it.
was a great joke. There was the 2 flaming hot wings.
He's used to
flaming hot wings.
Wings. That was
That was fucking great.
that was a Keith Carey
Yeah.
joke that I reused.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's from
Hey,
Come on, Matt Marin's gonna fucking email into
I
the
know.
slantshow@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I try not to burn bridges because I know Tim needs a home. That's why. That's okay. It's not a great joke.
That's what you got.
Why does everything got to be great? You know, why does
Nah.
every joke got to? Sometimes you need the good ones to make the great ones.
I was
great.
listening to Joe Rogan Experience, and
Joe Rogan. He has no hair.
and there was a joke just like that on the. He was. They were talking about all the jokes on the West Coast are very weird. They're all like rehashed versions of East Coast jokes from like Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern.
What do you mean? What?
There was like Tony Hinchcliffe is just referencing De Niro kicks. You know
What happened?
Yeah.
What's so funny?
what was that?
No, just a message I got.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why don't you read it out loud?
Would you like to share with the class?
All right. Everyone here knows Lucian Formichella. Of
course.
Yeah.
He is a liar.
Good.
He got asked if he fucked a girl.
What girl?
He said, I don't know. He said, oh yeah. Also asked me to hit her in the face. Yeah. None of that happened.
There is nothing funnier than you going, do you know Lucian Fortune, whatever his last name is? And you going, he's a liar. And we go, why? Because he claims he fucked the girl. Because if you ever see this guy Lucian, he
doesn't fuck.
He looks about 12.
He looks like Shia LaBeouf during the Even Stevens phase.
He looks like an updated Louis Stevens.
He looks like Pat Haggerty grew up without his dad.
This is why, you know what? I try. Do you guys ever listen, other than like the big podcasts? like I try to listen to other people's podcasts, but they don't give dirt. You know,
Oh, you need dirt. You know
Like,
what? I don't think
we
we've-
just
I don't think
referenced-
we've shit on enough comics. Who else
You know
is
what's
there?
funny? The last time someone said that was Conrad Roth on this podcast, and he was banned from the creek 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Conrad went up once. I had the great joke. I said Conrad looks like he coaches stickball, and then Conrad did not like that.
He probably liked it. He just didn't want to.
No, he didn't like it.
No, he didn't like
He
it.
was mad.
Conrad's very anti-roasting.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's old school.
Yeah.
He thinks you should wear a suit while roasting. You should be roasting George Burns and Milton Berle. He thinks like every roast should have the president on the dais, like an
Doesn't
ex-president.
Joe? All right, here.
No.
Doesn't Joe Winehouse look like Stu Pickles from Rugrats?
I gotta look that up.
You don't know Stu Pickles?
No, I know. I just don't remember what he looks like.
He does. No, John wouldn't laugh that hard if it wasn't true.
Let me see.
You know what-
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Could you go on your Facebook and are you friends with him on Facebook?
Tag Joe Winehouse in that picture.
Glasses,
Can you-
he does look like.
Please.
I just put my drink.
I just realized.
No, this
Hey, you
photo specifically, because he's got a tie on and a suit.
Well, there's nothing.
Listen, you don't become Fight Club champion for nothing.
You know-
There's nothing.
You gotta lay those
it's
great jokes
so
down.
funny when we
That's all. The first time I saw him, like that's Stu Pickles.
And for some reason, holding a baby.
You gotta look at you gotta look at Winehouse where he leaves.
And
his-
Stu Pickles was a stay-at-home dad too. That's the funniest
Wait,
thing.
well,
Yeah.
that's the funny thing about
He
Joe.
was an inventor.
Stay a homo dad,
Stay
right?
home.
Yeah.
My favorite
Joe-
joke.
I told him gay at home dad, but I think
No,
Stay-
stay homo
home
dad
with
was so
much
much
fun. When Joe leaves his house at night, he wears that suit. He's carrying a briefcase, and he's leaving at like 6 o'clock at night. His neighbors must think he works nights.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he's going to an open mic paying $5.
That's great.
Look at this hardworking guy.
They must be like, this guy supporting the family. What's in that fucking book that he's carrying around? Is that like his thing? Like must be his reading material.
He definitely comes home at like 11 and neighbors are like, oh, they don't pay me enough for this.
So he leaves his house.
Have you guys considered roasting him at Project Comedy Mayhem?
That's not my show. I'll tell Pat. That's my God. Because when it's so because we'll pick him up and he's wearing the suit.
Yeah.
He leaves the house in that.
And he
fucking
wears
suit.
those zany ties. The zany tie guy.
The blue and yellow stripe.
Yeah.
tie.
That is really funny though. He definitely likes to give off the impression that he works. I know that. He's like a hard working.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
Wait, what's the
It's
issue?
crazy. He doesn't work out his act or a job.
He does have he has the toughest job of all of us. He's a mother.
What times? I got
46.
minutes.
He definitely likes to imply that he's like important. It's like, wait, what's that? What are you arguing about? I know the law pretty well. I'm
Oh, he does.
see the briefcase.
Oh, he definitely does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll fight with anyone.
How much time we got left? Just want to make sure we have time for plugs.
I'll actually, I know what I'll do. I'll wait till you guys. When you guys are in the middle of a bit, then I'll be like, hold on, wait a second. Now I'm doing your plug.
Are
So
you,
much.
are you still making fun of Sal?
That was the most frustrating part of doing this show. Be in the middle
I
of
remember how proud Sal was when he did that "You're not a worker" joke to Joe. Remember that?
Oh, well, that's what
that was fun. Wait, are you talking about him?
Yeah, the first. It was like back in February.
His video,
Yeah.
his video
He
was very
so
funny.
happy
That was the
about
last time Sal was funny when he was like, "You're not a worker.
Also the first.
You're not a worker.
Also
You're
not
provider."
funny.
I loved it.
That was really funny when because the two of them got into a huge fight. And
I was kind of in the middle of it.
yeah, it was because of you.
Did you write his jokes?
I didn't do the work.
We were in New Hampshire.
I'm not that good.
And we're on the way to New Hampshire. It was Nick, Cara, and Pat, and Whitehouse in my back seat, all stuffed together.
Wow.
And they all like he hated Nick and Pat at the time.
Sal wasn't there.
No, Sal wasn't there, but we got into a little bit on the ride there, and Joe was like, whatever, like, if you guys are talking shit about me, I don't give a fuck, whatever. And then we were like, okay, like, when no one's talking shit about you. And then we're in the middle of we're about to do a show in a hookah bar, and then Winehouse turns around to us and just goes, by the way, it was all a work. So it was all fake. They planned the whole thing.
Oh.
So we were all like, but we were pissed because we felt awkward around the guy for like 10 hours.
That video was fake? It like wasn't real?
At the time, I think that video was real, but then they settled it and they were like, it'll be fun to keep going at each other. And we were like, I was like, fuck the two of you guys. What the fuck? Like, who cares?
That's such a Caldonado move.
It's exactly. Cause a beef between Whitehouse and Sal.
Oh, man.
And then Kirshner got into it too. Three old men fighting. It's really funny. You ever see three old men fight?
That's like what? Like two of them start choking each other, and then what? Like the third one just like.
Well, it's still quite the tussle.
It's quite the tussle. And then
that's just the line. Don't worry about it. Just say quite the tussle.
I'm glad none of those guys let having kids get in the way of their dreams. Rob missed it. It was a great joke. They're still laughing. He was talking about how Kirshner, Joe Winehouse, and Sal were fighting. How they were getting into it. What was the fight about?
What the whole thing, the whole White House.
They were just they were always
not being a provider.
Oh right, of course he's not a provider.
He's not a provider.
Yeah, he does nothing for his family.
Well, I told Whitehouse, I was like,
I actually got an idea for a show.
Go.
Dad jokes.
We want to do that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I want to do that on the podcast. I want to do dad jokes versus rape jokes, and I want to book a dad comic. I can't find
who's
him.
good. I want
to put him up against Phil Philly.
Who's a good dad comic?
I don't know anyone.
That's kind of that's a little like my idea. My idea was you would book Sal, Joe, and John. Then you would lock the doors and release carbon monoxide.
Yeah, but knowing John Fox, he would somehow survive. He'd be
John
fine.
Kirshner.
Yeah.
I think John Kirshner.
Yeah. I really hope John Fox isn't a dad.
Oh, John Fox would still do open mics even if he had a kid.
Yeah, you get John Fox to just go there and.
Well, my friend Antonio has a kid. He's fucking hilarious.
Gerardo?
Yeah,
he's very funny.
Well, Antonio's funny.
And like
the cock guy?
the Coco guy.
Yeah.
And he has the kid. Sal
How old is he? He's young, right?
Yeah, he's like 30, but he had meant to have a kid. He's married. He has a good job. But I see a lot of guys, like a few guys have kids. Like Tyler Richardson just had a kid. Hey, let it stop him.
No, he's actually
well, he's talented.
He's talented. He's very talented. Yeah.
That's not
Tyler Richardson is funny.
That's not to say that Sal Colonel is not talented.
No. He just hides his talent up his kid's ass.
Yeah.
He's just afraid of showing off,
Yeah.
I also released this episode before the first one.
Hey, but listen, all these guys better than Jared Schwartz. Jared Schwartz is he's very, here's the thing, he hasn't developed as a comic yet, but he's very good at asking comedians questions.
He likes to ask questions.
Yes.
He's the best.
Yeah, they actually call him the intro bank.
Jared definitely took like a college class, and they were like, whatever you do in life, just ask a lot of questions and act like you're concerned, and that's what he's doing.
And don't worry about looking stupid, all right? There's no such thing if you're asking
your first
questions.
3 weeks in comedy, right? Because Jared's now what? Like,
well, he's 3 months in, but he might as well be just like a
might
weekend.
as well be 3 weeks in.
Don't matter.
Like, did you bark or any of that shit?
I never barked. I never barked.
I never barked.
Just for my own show, that's it.
Right, for your own, of course.
James will stand out in front of his show an hour before with a beer that he bought from a bodega.
in a brown paper bag. And kind of bark people.
And
Not really.
go up to people like, free comedy.
Yeah.
And poor Joe Mack with his giant teeth, they're like, he's crazy.
That's very accurate.
We're just here, just having a good time, just trying to have fun.
That's so fun. He was trying to give me advice once. He's like, "Don't say free comedy first. Say comedy show. It's free." I'm like, dude, it makes no difference. It does not matter at all.
Yeah, I'm still holding a beer I didn't buy from the bar. I'm trying to get people into.
Exactly. I don't want to support the bar, but you should.
Honey, do you want to go to that show? No, he gave away. It was free too early.
The night we hosted the show, and there was
It's been better than that, yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite. Well, that was fun. I still had a good time. Napoleon Dynamite was playing in the park or whatever.
Right across the
Who was the comic?
Jacob Lai.
Okay, well, he's a son of a bitch. yeah, he didn't even. He was like, "I'm going to watch Napoleon Dynamite."
He left our show to go watch.
Yeah. I was like,
He wasn't booked on it, so it's like kind of.
Yeah, he also has a habit of calling me last at his open mic.
He also should get used to not being booked.
funny.
He's all right. He's kind of funny. He's got two trans dads or whatever.
One.
Two. One is his actual dad. The other's Margot Reeves. John's on me like that too much.
Gotta be careful.
So,
Walking a line here.
No, I like Margot.
You know, we have some funny people on this podcast. I like John. Why don't you tell us about your laptop stickers? What do you got?
Death Wish coffee, and yeah, I'm not gonna let John explain it. I'm gonna explain it for him.
What is Death Wish Coffee? Is that a coffee company? Okay, makes sense.
They had
All right,
a.
you've spoken enough. No, I'm kidding. Go.
Okay, do your plugs. Death Wish.
all right. Well, I want to plug John Fox. He sucks.
Speaking of death wishes,
Doesn't John Fox look like a Flintstone kind of?
Yeah.
A modern Flintstone.
Yeah, a modern Flintstone.
Yeah.
He's this generation's Bonnie Rubble.
Oh man.
glad you took the microphone.
You're this generation Bonnie Rubble. You look like Bonnie Rubble. What are you talking about? You look more like Bonnie Rubble than John Fox.
If we,
looks like a Flintstone.
if we take a picture together, people will think it's like a real life fucking Bunny Rubble.
Actually, you look exactly like Barney.
Yeah, he does.
So bet there's no Betty.
Oh man.
One day, someday.
Betty's locked in the closet.
With a swing.
Locked in the closet. Why are we gonna bring up Pat Haggerty? Holy shit! Oh my god! Wow.
I want to plug Pat Haggerty in his ass because he's gay.
You're looking at Bunny Rubble.
Looks like Bonnie Rubble.
Yeah, it does look Bunny Rubble.
too. Between you and Winehouse, we have some cartoon going.
We should do the cartoon show. Yeah.
Does any other Staten Island, comedy community
Man,
look
I
like
don't know.
fucking cartoons?
Let's see.
We have one more. We'll wrap up in a little bit. But I got one more.
I want to finish this drink.
Yeah. We'll just stay. I don't care. This will air around Thanksgiving. That way I can lose all my fucking.
Right.
This podcast really is just shitting on comics.
Well, you're on it.
Yeah, that's true. And
No,
I
I mean, I don't.
We do bits.
What am I going to do? I'm going to dictate like where the conversation flows.
Yeah.
That's who are we? Come Town?
Oh, man. The funniest part about that, and I mentioned this on the car right here, but John wasn't involved for that, is that so John Fox makes a set as who is Nick Mullins. So it's the Jets quarterback. But I say he's the host of Come Town, and everyone starts commenting he's the host of Come Town. And then John, who is retarded, doesn't get it, and he's just like, "Oh, you guys clearly don't know what sports is." And like, no, he's like,
Yeah. Well, I think he was trying to emasculate all of us.
Right. He was trying to do that.
but he ended
thing.
up ripping his own balls off.
If you had to explain John Fox to someone, that's how I think you would explain it.
Yeah,
Him ripping his own balls off.
Yeah, oh, he ripped them off years ago.
He's cocked without having a girlfriend.
But I still like him more than Pauline Murphy.
I think that's fair.
Her nickname is actually, I call her Pauline Durfee, because who gives a fuck, right? It's, not everything can be funny.
Pauline Durfee.
Yeah.
I liked it.
All right. Pauline looks like a... Yeah, never mind. That's not true.
What was it?
It's going to be Dee Dee Pickles.
Oh, I
but
thought you were going to say Rocky Dennis.
Rocky
Rocky
Dennis.
Dennis.
Does. Does look like Rocky Dennis type.
I heard she hates me. I didn't know that.
It seems like she has a quick fuse with you.
Me? I don't know.
Like she'll snap at you.
That's true. I did one time say Tom Hardy sucks, and and got annoyed. But it's kind of
Oh,
true.
we have a name for the podcast.
Tom Hardy sucks.
I'm not going to argue
hoping
you.
it was going to be...
Should definitely listen to that one.
Yes. The guy who blocked her, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right
Had
the
to be
first
done.
time.
Here's the thing. I think it'll make her question what she's doing. Because I'm sure someone's told her why I blog. I'm sure someone's like, you're too much of an ass. Someone's probably mentioned it to her.
Are other people noticing how she's on the social media? And just constantly?
Dan, do you think so? Ryan Mulholland's mentioned it, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he just hates everyone.
No, he has his ear to the pulse.
There's nothing funnier when we were on the way back from the Stress Factory. Nick Carey gave Ryan Mulholland a ride home, and or ride back to Staten Island. And little Ryan Mulholland was yelling over Pauline to talk to me.
Good.
And Pauline was like, I directed a porno. He's like, oh, yeah, you directed a porno. Who gives a shit? It's like, oh yeah, you directed a porno. Apparently, yeah. Yeah, apparently.
What was it about?
I don't know.
It's about a redheaded girl who got punched in the face by a Puerto Rican who's white.
John Fox is Puerto Rican somehow.
That's true.
Yeah. I think I heard a story about that because he was like saying some racist shit about Hispanic people once to his old friends. He's like, guys, I can say it. I'm Puerto Rican. And from then on, he was John Fox Rodriguez.
Jerry posted about being Puerto Rican once, but this is great. I commented, you're actually half Irish, so you're a Puerto Rican, and he messaged me, can I blow you? He's weird. I don't know why Jerry, because he's not the gay type.
Jerry's the leader of Generation Mex.
Oh man,
he loves it.
Jeez, wow, what a. You know, you took a chance on me and Dan, and it worked out.
There was no chance taken, boys.
Taking chances next week's guest. South Coronado and Patrick Haggerty.
But you got to tell Nick Cara to improve his appearance. It's very bad.
I'm going to sum it all up. Okay. Right. Nick never made an appearance on this podcast. Only once. He did a terrible Tim roast. And he did one episode of this podcast.
What was Ed Brown's joke about Nick Cara at the roast?
Oh fuck!
That's some bombs. Even terrible Tim.
No, that was Greg's joke.
That was my joke.
All right,
that's even a bomb in Greg.
All right, here we go. Pat Haggerty had his sleeves off. You know,
that was a great joke.
Ed Brown says, Dan, you're gonna want to listen to this. Ed Brown says to Pat Haggerty, "Those guns are faker than the ones I used at Sandy Hook," and that killed.
That was very.
Pat Haggerty did great on that roast too.
He did well. Everyone did
well
really
except for Nick.
No, but Nick was funny.
Nick bombed quite hard.
No, but Nick is funny in the sense that if you listen back to it, someone has to bomb.
Always someone has to bomb.
I don't think Pauline was that good either.
I thought she was very. I thought she did very.
I don't remember her that night.
She had some really good lines.
She had a great.
Antonio Gerardo got into it for the racism.
Jerry was.
Farouk goes as poses to Sheik.
I felt so out of place there, but I'm so happy you guys asked me.
Yeah. No, I was like
not out of place in a bad way. I didn't blend. I was like the celebrity guest.
That was the point.
That was the point. It was either you or Matt Maron, but Maron had the Fight Club. Yeah. So I figured if you weren't booked, it was going to be.
Yeah, and I came and I killed, but that's not the point. It's not about that.
Sometimes it's not about killing.
Yeah.
It's about doing okay.
But even if I did kill, Terrible Tim would think it's a conspiracy. So, what's up? How's everyone doing tonight? It was a good podcast.
Also, Paulie had a great joke against Jerry. He looks like a churro dipped in chewing tobacco.
That was funny.
That's fucking funny. I'm sure Sabrina Piper wrote that, though.
Was that when they roasted each other? Or was that
No, that was the night.
The roast.
Yeah. I don't remember when they did the Fight Club out here. I don't even remember that night.
I got so wasted.
Yeah, I was so.
I remember, Jerry had a great joke against Pauline. It's, I would fuck you, but I'd have to find a bag you couldn't shoot through. That was my favorite Pauline joke.
Did he write that?
I don't know, but he
Is that the one he wrote? I don't know if he wrote
James, did you write it?
No, I only gave Jerry.
I guess he wrote it.
I gave Jerry joke of the night against Chloe that night, and I'm very happy about it.
That was a great joke. That was the one, the milk. Yeah.
Oh, he delivered it very well. Yeah. It's not like when you give John Fox jokes.
Wait, what was the joke that you gave?
It's Chloe's traveled a lot. One of the places she lives on a dairy farm where she learned how to milk a rape accusation.
That's fucking
funny. I knew it was great. And I gave Farouk joke of the night too.
What was that?
Chris looks like the only black guy who's going to die from Kool-Aids.
Oh, that is funny.
I was there for that when we were going up to.
And I see everyone commenting like, "Great joke," and Ferg was like, "Yeah, thanks, man." But I can't.
I once gave John a joke. I only really give it to him. He was like running 2 jokes by me.
Yeah.
And
if I see bad jokes, we'll punch him
up. And I picked it because I knew it would make him sound creepy, and it did.
I gave that. Well, you guys were in the car when I gave Farouk that joke.
Dan's hatred for John Fox.
But John will post his stuff like Dan's my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, he actually thinks they're best friends. And it's ironic that his last name is Fox because he sucks.
I liked it the third time.
Yeah, three's yeah.
Who'd you guys haven't given anyone one of the like bigger comedic star? You guys, who would you give like roast jokes to? Like
Literally everyone.
everyone.
James gives too many roast jokes.
I give too many. That's why I got in trouble with Marin.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
You mean
you
the
were a
biggest,
troublemaker.
I guess you mean the biggest star I've given jokes to?
Yeah, like
I've given Dave Cyrus jokes. Yes.
Oh, you give
writer.
yeah.
And then they were given to Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So basically, I wrote for SNL. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's probably it.
You were
Did they throw you money or no?
No. Freddie G did when I wrote his jokes, but that was like a contract. He's like, write my jokes, it's $100.
Yeah.
That really fits his personality. Give you a contract.
He gave me $100. I wrote like 20 roast jokes for him. No, not 20, 15.
Did he use them all?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I
Very
used
well.
all 15.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't use one, he would want like a receipt back.
Yeah.
Says here as a deductible.
Have you ever given Freddie G jokes?
No. Why would I? No.
We're in the same jeans.
Yeah,
we are.
Maybe.
Actually, it turns out everyone's wearing the same.
I have those same jeans. That's, I had to check actually.
You know who has bad jeans? Bichetti.
He does.
That was the setup for that joke, by the way. That's how you do comedy. You set it up.
Right.
All right, do your plugs. You can plug.
If you guys want to plug, listen. All my cousins will go to your events.
Actually,
Colucci's in the top.
Follow me and James on Twitter at Big Fat Retards.
We're doing.
How'd you steal our Twitter account?
Me and Dan are doing Roast Battle this Thursday. We're doing the festival.
That's true, yeah. It's coming out to New York Comedy Club on Thursday.
It's going to air around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Exactly. So we're doing that. And what are you doing? What are you doing this week? We're doing Climate Lounge tonight.
Yeah, so it's airing around Thanksgiving. All the Rhode Island-based fans of the podcast.
Sorry. You know what? Me and Rob have a popular following in Rhode Island.
Yeah. I'll be in Rhode Island.
My
weekend.
number one fan from Rhode Island, Dave Piccolomini.
Right.
That's who listens to the show.
Yeah.
I think we might add this one anyway.
He's from Rhode Island.
He's from Delaware.
From Dover.
Oh wow! Whoa, he's from Delaware. So there's two Delaware comics. Jimmy Peoples.
Is he Delaware?
Three. Jimmy Peoples is a Delaware comic. Yeah, that's what he said.
I guess Philly and Delaware is the same.
Yeah, he identifies as a Delaware comic. Okay. If you ask him, he'll say he's a Delaware comic.
When you mentioned Jimmy Peoples, thank you, because we gained at least 10 black listeners.
And 80 from Delaware.
And Delaware, now we're blowing it up.
Yeah.
You guys, any shows
Delaware
in Delaware?
isn't amazing. It's so funny because it's like so known for nothing. That's why it's like funny.
It's the first state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be the last. That's my Delaware humor. Yeah, instead of comics, we can start shitting on states.
You got anything else to plug?
Start shitting on states.
No, that's it. I got my own monthly show. You guys have hosted it.
The Ken Ale.
It's Ken Ale House.
I owe you for hosting.
I owe you November 20th. Come through to that.
Yeah, do it. Who's on that one?
Pedro Gonzalez.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. It's a whole show. He's doing an hour. It's our bar show.
When I first...
no, it's him, Jerron Young.
I first saw Pedro Gonzalez and Frank Terranova at the same time. And I was like, this guy's great. He does characters. I said, look, exactly.
What about Frank, though?
No, I thought the two of them the same guy.
I know, I was joking.
Oh, okay.
Frank Terranova is a dog walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he walks Pauline sometimes. I mean, listen, we could keep this going for 8 hours.
We gotta go.
But I gotta pee.
We gotta go.
So those are my plugs. You can see me in various bar shows around the city if you're into bar shows.
Zombie, last word.
Why the fuck would you give me the last word? I have the least to say in this podcast, and you give me something to say.
That's what we give you the last word.
I want you to do 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk for a few minutes? Go ahead.
All right. But
We'll do 5 minutes just with Zombie. So, Zombie, you're a plumber. What's that like?
well, I plumb. I plumb the plum.
How you feel?
And
Oh no!
No,
not now.
I'm trying to negotiate something like off mic here, like while we're on air.
I'm giving you I know. That's why I told you.
I have nothing to say.
You're supposed to end it.
Zombie was trying to get out of it, and he just mouthed out the words "just end it" while saying the words "just end it."
Please quit. Put down the gun.
Okay. All right.
Just end it.
All right. Here's my final words.
Hold on. No. All right.
All right. Just one last thing.
What do you?
Hear that? That's the sweet sound of Minute Maid slushies at McDonald's, turning up your summer with every sip, slurp, and ah.
Get a small sweet peach, blue raspberry, or fruit punch slushie for just $2. Or get any size soft drink for $1. Price and participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with combo meal.